Hey everyone, just checking in to see how everyone's doing. It's been a while for me. I've been in grad school, currently studying what's called Resilient Leadership at Naropa University in Boulder, Colorado. And it's been a ride. Hopefully, at some point in time, I'll be able to share that journey with all of you. But today is everybody's lucky day. I am experiencing some writer's block, and I think in part because of what's going on in the world and just feeling all of those things. I have been trying to write. I'm currently writing my final thesis, which will be my attempt to not only give power to the people, but hopefully shift how we think of power in and of itself. But in the meantime, we're blocked. We're blocked. And I can't write. So I thought that I would do what I do, which is talk. So I have been in the process of my research. I came across a deck of cards called Without Modernity by decolonialfutures.net. And they, see if you can see those. Yeah, these cards are incredible, and I think what the world needs right now is conversation and a space to talk, and maybe this is an opportunity for us to think in a different way due to what is happening in the world. So what I would like to do is I would like to draw from this deck and present some questions for us to think about as we are going through times of adaptation and times of change. So as I shuffle these real quick, just want folks to just take a breath, take 3 breaths, take 12 breaths, whatever breaths you need to take for yourself, and just get into a space of calm and groundedness, and also openness and flexibility. You know, you can't just be one way, you know. So I'm gonna pick a few cards. I think 4 is a good number today. So I'm just gonna randomly pick 4 cards, and with each card, I'll read it, and then I might talk about it. You know, who knows? I'll probably talk about it or not. Talk about it or just leave it up for people to think about, and then maybe in the comments we can have a discussion about how we're feeling or what we feel that question means for us. So the first card is a random invitation, and I feel like this is very perfect for the time that we are in right now. A random invitation to declutter your existence. For me, you know, this invitation is perfect because I feel like in light of what's happening, you know, we've up to this point, we've operated in a particular way, whether it's the job that we have, the lists that we write, the work that we are doing, the homework we are doing. This is an invitation to really look at the things that create the world that we're living in. And it's an opportunity to ask if this is something that needs to stay or if it's something that can go. So yeah, this is a random invitation to declutter your existence. See if you can see that. Now this one is what's called a long haul question. And it says, what could help us decolonize our hopes and dreams? How can we honor our yearnings for wholeness and connection without feeding our desires for certainty, order, consumption, validation, and control? So what could help us decolonize our hopes and dreams? For me, For this first question of as to what can help decolonize my hopes and dreams is community. I think it's important in these times to have people of different experiences, people of different ages, different bodies, different lives to come together and talk about how we each conceive of the future we want to live in. And I think through the conversation of having those diverse perspectives can emerge uh, an opportunity to create a dream that works for all of us. And then how can we honor our yearnings for wholeness and connection without feeding our desires for certainty, order, consumption, validation, and control? I think it's an opportunity to display or talk about the dream and what we wish to have happen. And then also understanding that it's not going to happen in the ways that we think it is. If you've ever tried to create something of your own or just like even a journey of like creating a piece of art, it's like you have a vision of what it looks like, and then the journey of that creation is being able to see what works, what doesn't work, to pivot, to adapt, and be flexible. And your finished product is a culmination of you adapting and being flexible and manifesting your vision. So that was a long haul question. Let me know what you guys think. This next card is a call to responsibility. And this card says, this is a call to composting responsibility. And I'm gonna just let you think about that. What do y'all think it means to compost responsibility? And better yet, what do you think can emerge once that type of responsibility is composted? Our next question is what's called a hardish question. And what fears, perceptions, projections, desires, and expectations could be informing, consciously or unconsciously, what you are doing / thinking? How may these things be affecting your relationships in negative ways? I swear I'm not making this up. This is perfect, right? Like what fears, perceptions, projections, desires, and expectations could be informing what you are doing or thinking? How may these things be affecting your relationships in negative ways? I think in light of what's happening in the world right now, and the fear and hysteria and the, this forced isolation and quarantine that we're all going through, we are playing into these fears. We're playing into this isolation in some ways, and it could be manifesting in disconnection. I think that this is an incredible question that we all need to be asking ourselves right now in this time, is how that fear and how, the things that we're consuming at the moment could be affecting how we're acting, acting from a place of fear, acting from a place of scarcity, you know, acting from this place of survival. Sometimes our actions are not as thought out. Sometimes our actions are quick and they are selfish and they do not include others. So yeah, these are just some questions that I think we all should think about, and conversations that I feel like we all should be having. And I just would like to invite us to, you know, get with our loved ones, get with people we care about, and let's start asking these questions of ourselves. Let's call in responsibility and accountability. Let's accept these random invitations to consider other ways of thinking, being, and doing in the world. And yeah, that's it. I hope everyone is having a good day. And maybe I'll come back tomorrow with some more questions and invitations for us in these trying times. Everyone stay well, stay connected, stay hydrated, and I love you all.